We know you can reach the crumbs at the bottom of a Pringles can with slender forearms and wrists. Also, all types of watches just fit you right. Nevertheless, they're not in high demand in the gym, where the body is everything today. Also, guys prefer to avoid slender forearms and wrists, unlike girls. This brings us to our topic for today's video: skinny guys are doing it wrong. Do this for bigger forearms and wrists. Hello and welcome back to our channel, Beyond Health. Let's quickly get into the video and see what can be done to get bigger forearms and wrists. But before that, hit on the bell icon with that soon-to-be mighty hand. Now that terrible genetics have been acknowledged, it's time to stop blaming yourself and work for the well-built hands you've always wanted. In terms of growth, the forearms can be obstinate, but blaming genetics when you haven't even attempted to solve the issue alone is unfair. Many workouts are designed to increase the size of your forearms, but very few concentrate on increasing the size of your wrists. Although the forearm and wrist muscles are small, they're still mighty. They're the final, most important component to take care of to ultimately grow your upper body muscles. But hold on, before we get into exercises and other facts, let's quickly brush up on the anatomy of the forearm and wrist. The wrist flexors are located on the back of the forearm. You must perform repetitions and gradual contractions to engage this set of muscles. The wrist extensors cover the inner side of the forearms. Extensors can dramatically alter the contour of your entire forearm, considering they are a vast muscle group. The brachioradialis, the most significant component of the forearm in terms of size, is the primary muscle that receives most of the bulk. This enormous forearm muscle contracts when your arm makes abrupt movements or when you lift heavy objects. It's interesting to note that the brachioradialis is the forearm's most considerable and superficial muscle. First, let us see exercises to get you bigger forearms and wrists. First in, we have wrist extensions. Training your wrist extensors can cause your forearms to appear thicker and more muscular. To begin, sit on a chair or bench with a dumbbell and hinge forward from the hips, not slump forward, so your forearms rest on your thighs. Next, place your hands with the palms down and move them forward until they are just past your knees. Finally, extend your wrists while keeping your forearms firmly planted on the ground. Use a smaller weight with this exercise because it's common for your wrist extensors to be just half as strong as your flexors. After wrist extensions, we have wrist curls. Wrist curls are more challenging than most of you might anticipate. Sit on a chair or bench with your forearms resting on your thighs. Next, move your hands forward until your wrists are in front of your knees. Slowly let the dumbbells roll out of your palms and into your fingers, but keep them in your hands. Then flex your wrists. Hammer curls. This involves using a neutral grip which distributes some of the work to the forearm. To perform it, stand with a pair of dumbbells at arm's length by your sides with your palms facing each other. Curl the weights as close to your shoulders as possible while keeping your elbows tucked and your upper arms locked. Pause to feel the burn, then slowly lower the weights back to the starting position. Another fantastic workout for strengthening your forearms that's a little more challenging than usual, but unquestionably fantastic for muscular growth, is the inverted row. Next, we have grip exercises. There are many other sorts of grip exercises, but utilizing hand grippers is lovely because it's straightforward and exceptional for isolating the grip and forearms to do it. You'll need a wrist squeezer for the grip crusher workout, also known as a hand gripper. While performing it as a workout, wrap your hand around a gripper and squeeze until the two handles contact. Warm up with lower resistances first, then complete 2 to 3 sets with a gripper that you can completely close 5 to 10 times. We're glad that you've made it up till here. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Beyond Health. Reverse curls. You can perform reverse curls with dumbbells if you need an easy bar. Reverse curls are required with an easy bar. First, concentrate on working your brachioradialis while standing with weights in each hand. The arms are by your sides, and while keeping your elbows close to your sides and bending your arms at the elbows throughout the exercise, lift the weights with your palms facing back until they're about chest height. Slowly lower the weights to complete the repetition. By the way, your forearms are just one of the many muscle groups that need working out along with your glutes. Sixth, we have an inverted row. The more horizontal your body is, the more difficult the exercise will be to begin. The inverted row targets the shoulder and upper back muscles while specifically strengthening the forearms. Set up a bar in a Smith machine or power rack at waist height. Lie on the floor beneath it, take an overhand grip on the bar slightly wider than the shoulder width apart. Hang with your arms fully extended and your body straight from head to heels. Keep your shoulders directly below your hands. Pull your chest to the bar while squeezing your shoulder blades together. Pause to feel the burn and slowly lower yourself to the ground. Towel pull-ups, as opposed to the standard pull-up, are a more intense exercise that increases the work on your forearms to stay up. You must crush the towels and squeeze them even harder to stay up. Don't worry if you can only finish 1 to 2 reps on your first try, that's perfectly normal. As you complete pull-ups, keep your shoulders down and your chest high by wrapping 2 towels around the pull-up bar and grasping 1 in each hand. Finally, we have the farmer's carry. The farmer's carry is crucial for developing a solid forearm. Performing it correspondingly builds core strength and shoulder stability. Take a dumbbell or kettlebell in each hand, stand up straight, and begin walking. Throughout the exercise, maintain your abs braced, chest up, and shoulders back. Apart from exercises, there are other things you need to do simultaneously to get better forearms and wrists. 1. Take in additional protein. One more prominently shaped muscle is eating many protein-rich foods because, as they say, muscle is mostly made up of protein. To gain strength, you need more protein than the average fitness enthusiast, 2 grams of protein for every kilo of body weight. To bulk up, consume at least 2 grams of protein per kilo. And 2, increase workout intensity. Calculate how much weight you've lifted overall if you're using dumbbells and barbells. The objective is to utilize high weights but just execute a few reps. Then complete your reps until your muscles become fatigued to promote muscle hypertrophy. Be patient and gradually up the amount and intensity of your workout. You should consider using mass gainer shakes in your diet. They are rich in calories, protein, and trace minerals supporting muscle growth. The following are some necessary prerequisites. 1. Make more trips to the gym. 2. Do repetitive wrist and forearm workouts. 3. Be sure to consume adequate protein. 4. Strengthen your grasp. 5. You should strike your forearms repeatedly and forcefully. And 6. The most crucial thing to realize is that simply because your forearms are close by, performing biceps and triceps workouts won't magically enlarge them. For the repetitions, indulge in these types of exercises about 2 to 4 times a week, 3 sets per exercise program with 10 to 20 reps in each group. The wrist has very little muscle besides the bones, tendons, and skin, so getting big wrists would require being born with thicker bones or changing the structure of your forearm and head, neither of which are options. It's nearly only possible to get bigger wrists with the help of genetics and nutrition. It'll take time and effort, and the results will be minimal. This brings us to the end of the video. Remember to like and share with your friends. Also, subscribe to Beyond Health. Lastly, share your views in the comments section.